You know, folks, all your liberal media wants to talk about is sexual misconduct allegations and how they can somehow be attached to President Donald Trump. There are already calls for him to resign, but as Ambassador Nikki Haley said, Trump's accusers were already heard from before the election. They lacked credibility, and the American people still elected President Donald Trump. But there is actual news out there that they just don't want to talk about. The GOP tax plan, for example, is so good for middle-class America that even never-Trumpers are on board. And that's not all. The U.S. stock market is through the roof and continues to set records on a regular basis. The Dow and S&P were up another 0.33% by the end of last week. The economy saw an increase of almost 250,000 jobs in November alone, a fact that is causing wages nationwide to tick upward. The unemployment rate has plummeted to a healthy 4.1, a 17-year low. That's a time period spanning both the Obama occupation and the Bush administration. The United States dollar is up against the yen and the euro. The economy out there is fabtastic, yet what's the big news in your liberal media yesterday? Here's a CNN headline: another environmental reversal under Trump, as if that's a bad thing. Over at the New York Times, Alabama can do better than more, Senator says. MSNBC, House Intel may subpoena Donald Trump Jr. for unanswered questions. It is absolutely sickening that your liberal media refuses to acknowledge the real news. Nowhere will you find any story of the Trump economy, but the American people are feeling it. According to Politico, despite the liberal media's negative pounding on a daily basis, President Trump's approval rating is up to 49% among middle-class Americans. Only 37% oppose the tax plan. Across the board, there are higher approvals for the president's policies than for the president himself, a direct opposite of Obama, who had higher personal approval ratings but huge opposition to his liberal agenda. Over 70% of the American people were opposed to the Democrats shoving Obamacare down America's throat. Don't believe the lies and fake liberal news, folks. The real news out there is good for all Americans.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and donate at theraywarnershow.com.